I'm seeing this request a lot on X lately. Please Crypto.com do a market buyback and burn of the CRO token with your quarterly profits. And at a first glance, this looks like a great idea, but the more you look into it, the worse it gets. So guys, I would say let's strap in and let's find out why Crypto.com will not implement the buyback and burn. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and I want to start off this video by saying that I don't want any beef with the guys from the Crypto Report, because they started a movement with this buyback and burn program. And I do know they want all the best for all the CRO investors and developers out there. But I want to make sure that all the energy we put into improving Cronos, improving the ecosystem, goes into actually good topics. And this buyback and burn mechanism, I also talked about in a previous video. I talked about it in the 50 million CRO burn proposal, for example, that we see over here, where OKX or OKB token is burned by the OKX exchange in their quarterly or monthly buyback and burn reports. But I want to explain in this video why I do think that we should not strive for this buyback and burn program for the CRO token. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the guys from the Crypto Report and give them a follow on X as well. For anyone wondering what a buyback and burn is, well, it's a concept from the stock market, where we do see companies using their profit to buy back the shares from their company, therefore reducing the total amount of shares outstanding, which is good for the current investors out there. Having said that, even in the stock market, these buybacks are somewhat controversial. Experts mostly agree that when a company has a lot of excess cash reserves that they can't use, then a buyback of stocks can be a useful tool, but mainly to evade taxes or to really reduce dilution of stocks if it already has been diluted. Overall, I do think that we can learn a lot from the traditional stock market and put that wisdom to use in Web3. But to make that jump, I also want to show you this Medium article over here by the Maker Group that does tokenomics consulting as well for other projects. And over here, they do show you the advantages of the buyback and burn model and also the limitations. And of course, the most important one will be the positive price influence as an advantage of the buyback and burn model. Because simple economics, guys, the demand probably stays the same, but the supply will be reduced. And therefore, well, the price of CRO would go up. But of course, the question is, how long will this effect last? To answer that question, I do want to zoom in over here on the limitations of the buyback and burn model. And I find the first argument already very powerful. No new value creation. Once you start a buyback and burn, this money is only used to reduce the current supply. And yes, you will see a spike because there will be this buyback moment and some buy pressure will be put there by Crypto.com. But the Cronos ecosystem will not change a bit. It will remain the same. No new tech, no new projects, basically nothing new or value that might attract new investors, new builders to the ecosystem. So, of course, the question is, where is your money best spent? The next argument is also pretty strong, I would say. Inconsistent growth rates. So the idea in the proposal was to use a percentage of the quarterly profits to buy back and burn CRO. The unfortunate thing is that, well, Crypto.com probably has profitable moments and unprofitable moments. For example, we have the bull market where a lot of people are using Crypto.com, and we have the bear market where not a lot of people are using Crypto.com, but the bills still have to be paid. So I could see that, well, Crypto.com might do very little or even none or maybe even negative buyback or burns with the CRO token due to them making a loss or making very little profit in the bear cycle. And also what I find kind of dangerous, Crypto.com will be making probably a lot of profit during the bull cycle, but that's also the time when CRO is at a high price. Of course, guys, you would like to buy low and sell high, or buy low and burn high, of course, because that would be the most successful strategy, because then you can buy a lot of tokens and burn a lot of tokens. And if you, well, buy at a high price, you will not burn that many tokens and that price might fade away back in the bear cycle. There are some more arguments for or against buybacks and burns in the article, but I will leave a link to this Medium article in the description down below. And while you're there, also guys, don't forget to push that like button and subscribe for more if you like what you're seeing. Anyways, I do want to show you the last part of this article because it goes into exploring alternatives. And I do like what they are saying over here. One promising approach is recycling capital innovatively. Guys, this is the strongest arguments, I would say, against going for a buyback and burn. Instead of burning, the accumulated funds could be channeled into a treasury. These funds can then be used to incentivize activities that add genuine value to the ecosystem, be it through lending schemes, capital raising initiatives, or even the incubation of nascent projects. And guys, this is exactly what is happening right now on the Cronos chain. With the Cronos Labs team, they're trying to, well, fund startups on crypto, on Web3 that might do lending, that might do memes, that might do NFTs, that might do Web3 games. It doesn't really matter. They're using their funds, I would say, wisely to incubate new stuff that does generate value and might attract the new investors. So I like what they are doing. Finally, I do want to state that I'm not against burning, and I do think it's still, of course, a powerful tool to help or reward the current investors in the CRO ecosystem. Because guys, again, if they are doing a buyback and burn, everyone that already is invested into CRO will benefit. And yes, to reflect also on the price action, Black Sea was right that it might kickstart a new positive price spiral for the Crypto.com token. But that's again, I think mainly for the short term, guys, because just zoom out again, just zoom out and see, we also got to $1 for CRO without buybacks and burn events. Just by guys launching the Cronos token, launching more exchanges, do marketing campaigns. Overall, I do think spending your money over there is a lot better than just spending it on your current user base by just, doing buybacks and burns. I would like to see a lot more users on Crypto.com. I want to see a lot more users on Cronos, and I think that will slowly trickle down into a better price for Cronos. In here, guys, for the long term. As a final thought, I urge all of you guys to use your energy well and not just ask Chris straight for the profits of the Crypto.com company. If you want to really improve the chain, improve the ecosystem, look like things like this over here. This is an actual issue currently on the Cronos chain. The fees are too high, and this is something that we all can actually improve on. We can ask or request validators to vote to reduce their current base gas fee. But guys, of course, we also will have the ZK CRO chain coming up soon, so this problem might be solved. But let's take a look how we can actually bring in more people to the chain, how we can get more investors and work for those bags. Anyways, that's it, guys. I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and if you like this kind of content, do hit that like button, it helps the channel a lot. And of course, if you haven't done so, subscribe. But that's me, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.